Welcome back to Worms and Warriors, and welcome to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. We're straight into the action here. We're on the Eastern Theatre fight. We've got Beauregard's Corps with General Lee, and we've engaged Irvin McDowell's army of northeastern Virginia, near Winchester. The battle's going to be at Martinsburg Pike. It's actually called the Battle of South Branch Bridge, so that's what we're going to be cracking into. It says it's a meeting engagement, but it's a defensive scenario. Really, I don't know why it says meeting engagement. We've already got this. We've already got the point here. There are some natural defenses here where I've put my guys behind. Let's just have a quick look. Got like fence lines, things like that. Baton Rouge boys, so that's a user unit, a viewer requested unit, even a user unit. Who else we got? Lawton. Any other units here that are from viewers? Let's just have a quick check through. First CSA Marine Brigade, going to see some more action for these boys. I think most of the rest are just general kind of units. If you'd like a unit in the game, just drop me a line. I'll see if I can make it happen. Yeah, nobody else. So we've got those two viewer units. Cool. The Baton Rouge boys here with the yellow coats, I think, or maybe green. Can't remember. But either way, you can definitely see these two guys. And the CSA Marines just down here. Cool. So what I'm going to do, I'll extend our defenses slightly. We've got 25 engineering points, so I'll just work on that, and then we'll cut back in and get straight into the fight here, straight into the action. I'm hoping for something good. Let's see what Irvin McDowell has got for us. We've managed to separate these Union armies in Virginia. One lot having marched off to meet our thrust into Ohio. No, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, yeah. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see what it brings. We'll see what they've got for us. I suspect they're going to come in from here. Maybe this one. But either way, they're going to swing at us kind of from our right flank, probably this area. Let's see how this goes. Let's see what happens. Just a quick note as well. This is in the 1.08 beta. It's now updated to that. And there's been a new little update, 1.805, I think it is. Anyway, it's the 5th update. And that's going to increase the capacity of POW camps, something that people have been asking for. So that's nice to see. I haven't got any POW camps, but I think I might build one, and we'll see what that capacity looks like, basically. But for now, I'm going to set up some more defenses, and then we'll get to it. Yeah, so we're going to keep things fairly simple. We've got Walker's division on the right flank, backed up by Barksdale. He can either take position here, or he can pull forward. I mean, we'll see what happens here. We'll see what the Union AI has to offer, and we'll take it from there. And we've got, like I say, we've got Lee and we've got Beauregard in the field. Okay, so I've just accidentally moved Lee, and it's messed up all my deployment. I'm going to have to start again. I'll cut back in when I'm done. Okay, so I think it was something like this. I can't believe I just did that and accidentally shifted Lee's whole force rather than just Lee himself. Well, never mind. Okay then, so here we are. We've got Ewell on the left division. Left flank. I don't know what's the matter at the moment. I can't speak properly. This is the Baton Rouge boys under Richard Taylor holding our far left. Got Stephen D. Lee with his brigade. Then Lawton as well. Brigades in the centre holding us in here. The 1st CSA Marines ready to dump in wherever they need to go. Barksdale's boys just back on this hill, and yeah, like I say, we'll see what the battle brings. We've also got Magruder arriving soon. Magruder is due. Let's have a look. 3 hours from Berryville. Excellent. So let's get started. Starting at 17:30 p.m. So fighting will be done tomorrow once Magruder's here. And yeah, it's switch back to a defensive position. Although they've got some decent hills to take up position, so we'll see what they do. If need be, we can always push the attack. I mean, I'd rather not, but, you know, I don't mind if I have to. We're pretty well armed. I think there's only a couple of brigades here armed with muskets. Lawton, for example. Mississippi's. Springfield muskets for these guys as well. So this is a little smattering of muskets in here. Yeah, actually kind of more than you would like, to be honest, but it could be worse. Not much cav. I'm keeping these guys back. I'm not going to bother scouting anything. We'll just let them come and see where they come from. I suspect they're going to come from here. Kind of crossing this way. But perhaps they'll come through the town of Winchester itself and push our centre. The centre's fairly weak-ish, but not terribly. let's get the 8th Brigade under Holmes actually constructing breastworks here. Get them busy. Give us something to do. And give us an extra little defensive line here. If you can hear any noise in the background, it's just a fan I've got going. I'm recording this on a very hot evening here in the northeast of England. Still in the high 70s, early 80s for temperature-wise, which is crazy for this place. Oh, here we come. Yeah, he's actually pushing on our very far flank here. So let's get some guys into there. Walton's brigade going to take up post on this fence. I'm also going to move across Henry Heath. He's going to take up position over just there. That's actually just on the reverse of this hill, so if we can redeploy before the enemy comes into position, we'll build some parapets or something just on the other face of the hill, because we don't want our guys at the back end of the hill not being able to fire over it, of course. It's already 1900 hours. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing. Kind of just marching around. Ooh. This cavalry's advanced in. Not quite in range of our Mississippi rifles here under Early. Almost. They are taking fire from Lindsay Walker's 12-pound howitzers. I'm going to send out skirmishers. Give them something else to think about. Some long-range Mississippi fire from Jubal Early's boys. Right, so they're advancing forward. More of their cavalry. Henry Heath's almost in position. Taking some pounding here. 40 casualties for those boys. More Union troops arrived here in the centre. I'm just going to move Ross's guns forward slightly. Maybe we can get a shot in here. It looks like this right attack may well just be a feint. You can see infantry arriving on our left flank. Just switching these Napoleons around to give some fire into the central region. And it looks like the Baton Rouge boys are going to see some action. Infantry also arriving on our right flank, so it's going to have a two-pronged attack on the go. Interesting. Good to see. It's been a little while since we've had any action at all in Virginia. It's been mostly out in the Western Theater and the Trans-Mississippi. Yeah, that cavalry unit's really struggling. A couple of hundred casualties for those boys. Let's pull Jubal Early skirmishers back there close to Roughton. Almost 8 p.m. First CSA Marine Brigade getting in position here in this central area. Just beefing things up a bit. So we can see a bunch of brigades out here. Looks like they are going to push. Also more troops arriving on the flank. We're not entirely sure how many men he's got. We're estimating 37,000, which at the moment outnumbers us. But when Magruder arrives in a couple of hours, or in the morning I would presume, we will have the numbers on him quite severely. Magruder should come in from here and we should be able to hit him in the flank. Oh, here we come. He's coming forward. Porter's brigade. Just out of range of these Springfield muskets. So we will send skirmishers forward. Won't let us do skirmishers from Lawton, maybe because the enemy's too close, I suspect. Marine Brigade is giving fire at range, that's fine. Cavalry pushing forward as well. Long range fire from Bonham, Mississippi Rifle Armed troops. So he is pushing this attack in the evening. Got 45 minutes of daylight left. Let's see what's happening on the right flank. He's pushing these guys in here. Burnside and a couple other brigades. The action is coming here. A twilight fight. Have to admit, I didn't really expect much heavy fighting this evening, but we're happy to go ahead with it. Let's get the Baton Rouge boys skirmishers out. These boys engage in the 2nd Brigade at long range. 3rd Brigade taking a lot of punishment. Lawton also suffering some casualties here. See what Holmes does. I was just about to push him down here. See what his cavalry's doing. Brought his guns right in close here as well. Let's just pause a second. It's 8:30 PM and Magruder has arrived. Going to wait for his boys to get on the field. About 10,700 of them, and we will hit this flank if we can hold. Get Magruder's on the field. Cavalry brigades are taking a real hammering. And they're broken in. Nice. We're going to follow up and we're going to push down here. He is pushing another brigade into this area. 3rd Brigade, we lost almost 1,000 men, and they're not even wavering. Hard fighting. So he's advanced and he's pinned some troops on our right flank, so it's a decent plan from the AI, and his main attacks come from the centre. Nice. I feel he's had enough. They are pulling back. This is not working right. I mean, Holmes seems to be stuck here because there's a brigade in his way, even though they're routed. End of day. Okay, troops resupplied. I'm surprised he hasn't withdrawn. Well, you know, fair play to him. He's staying around for another scrap. Where's Magruder? Oh, they haven't even started moving. That's fairly annoying. Alright, so a quick redeploy. Happy with things there. We're going to move Magruder in closer. Let's get started with the next day. Pressing up the hill again. The 2nd Brigade. One of the many 2nd Brigades, no doubt. Holmes' boys ready to meet him. Cavalry also coming forward. just out of canister range for Ross's 24 pounders. Come on, Holmes, let him have it. Still no movement from these boys, or hardly any. So slow. These guys are rifle armed, they're firing, we cannot hit them back. Well, not with these boys anyway. Just Stephen D. Lee. Rude boys taking 2 casualties, giving as good as they're getting now. Pushing our far right flank where I move troops away for the centre. Could be an issue, we'll soon find out. Baton Rouge boys taking casualties here. We need... Recruiter moving at a snail's pace. Early engaged against some cavalry. Loring's brigade also fighting hard against a couple of infantry brigades. Move Jeb Stewart's Cav out to the flank and see if we can support these guys a bit. The Union's taking some pretty heavy casualties, it feels that way anyway. We'll see the numbers when we're finished, of course. What is going on here? Why are we moving like this? Why are they so slow? This is a road, isn't it? Why are they not in marching columns? Come on, boys, let's get moving. I'm not a fan of the movement mechanics in this game sometimes. Lawton is almost done here. Come on, son, pull back. Fresh brigade up, Henry Heath. Fitzhugh Lee finally got his guys on the move. Nice. Lawton's managed to extricate himself. Nicely done. Let's get in there, Cox, with your Marines. Look like that, please. All right, flank is held nicely. 4 stars for Loring. Nice. Excellent. Moving Walton forward here. Walton even. He's moving forward. He's going to give some fire into this brigade. Swing into the flank. Hayes, dismount and get into this fight, please. Keep up the fire. Come on. They have had enough. They are pulling out. Come on, Fitzhugh Lee, get in there. Get some volleys off. Where's the rest of Magruder's force? Jeez. So slow. What? They're not even moving. What the hell? Well, at least the cavalry arrived. Trying to charge in, but it's not giving me the option. Right, come on, after them. So we ended up having to fight this battle outnumbered, but it was okay anyway. Not sure what happened with Magruder. Disappointing. Stopped again. So we've not had the official retreating notice from the AI, but I mean, sure, they're clearly pulling out. Pretty heavy casualties for everyone. Not quite sure why we haven't had the enemy retreating notice, and I also don't know why Jubilee is still marching after these guys. But, you know, fair play. At least he's doing something. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Yeah, they're retreating. Yeah, I think they are retreating. So this was quite well. It went quite well, but I'm not too sure what Magruder was playing. I don't know why his brigades didn't really come forward. I mean, luckily we didn't really need them, but you know, nice job from the Baton Rouge boys. Also quite impressed with the Marine Brigade. Excellent job. 280 casualties. We inflicted plenty on them. Always nice to get the viewer units into action. So like I say, if you do want a unit, just drop me a line and let me know, and if I can do it, I'll stick it in into the army. And while I'm on here, while this battle's just wrapping up, I'm also considering what to do for the next campaign. I mean, I was leaning towards possibly an 1862 Confederate campaign. Anybody interested in watching that? I've never done a 62 start, so I thought it might be a good one. Or should we do another game? Have you got something in mind? Let me know. I had wanted this to be a major victory, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. We have given the Federal Army a good kick in here, which is nice. Always good to do, obviously. Nice to get a win. Nice to inflict some casualties. Even those numbers overall, because we are quite heavily outnumbered in the campaign. It's not been easy. Oh, hey! Something from Magruder's boys actually almost here in the fight. Come on, get in there. You can have a little scrap. 24 minutes left. Oh, he's going to rout. Maybe just averted it. So, yeah, they're not going to be involved after all. Almost. So only Fitzhugh Lee managed to get into the fight here from Magruder's force. And we're pretty much done. 10 minutes remaining. Minor victory. Be interesting to see the casualty numbers once we're finished here. 9,000 casualties for the Union. 4,700 for us, which it's more than I had thought, actually. I deliberately didn't look because I didn't want to check it out. I like to see it at the end. So 2-1 casualties, but you know, we were defending. We had a decent position. We were outnumbered as well. I only actually engaged with what, about 31,000 since Magruder didn't actually get involved. So it's quite high casualties. Still, nicely done here. I feel that was a job well done. They lost all 30 of their guns as well. Colonel Brown has become famous and is an inspiration to his men. Cool. Not entirely sure who Colonel Brown is, but we'll check him out. My commanders earned us a total victory, with the enemy running for their lives. The enemy has lost reported casualties of 8,814, 1,100 killed, 1,400 captured. Unfortunately, we've got no prison camps. Like I say, prison camps have been updated, and we're actually going to build one. So, yeah. Colonel Sherman loses face. Oh, dear. A little bit alternative history here. 5,200 rifles captured and 17 guns. So let's have a quick look at our weapons stash and see what there is. See if anything's obvious here. Springfield rifle muskets, 4,000. We definitely got some of them there. Excellent. I do love to pick up some Springfield rifles. And I think that's about it, probably. Let's check out Colonel Brown. Who the heck is he? I thought I'd seen the little thing flash up to say we had a perk available, but apparently not. Brown, where's Brown? Either I'm being completely blind or there is no Brown. We've got Bonham, Heath, Jones, Cox, Walker, Early, Johnson, Loring, Holmes, Walton, Lawton, Lee and Taylor. There's no Brown. And there's no Brown in Magruder's force either. What the hell? Oh, there he is, Brown. Right, so he's the commander of the artillery. Well, I wasn't expecting that. They did quite well as artillery. 120 casualties inflicted by Rosser. 67 by Reynolds. And no casualties. That's awesome. Let's have a quick look at Brown. He's a political officer. He's doing okay. He can stay a colonel. He's only in charge of some artillery. Who else we got? Ewell. Look at him. He's an absolute beast. So Ewell is an absolute beast here. Excellent. Brigadier General Ewell. He's on his way to becoming a corps commander for sure. Who else we got? Barksdale. He's pretty solid. Just like average across the board. He's not bad. Walker. Yeah, he's looking pretty decent. 3 in leadership's nice. Longstreet. Looking very good, but not quite as good as Ewell, I don't think. No. Well, kind of even. He's got his 4-star and a different thing. But Ewell's got cunning and leadership on a 4. Looking like an excellent commander. Barksdale also looking really good. Heath, not bad at all. Jones, fine. Cox, yeah, he's good. Loring, looking really good actually. Edward Johnson, also excellent. So we've got some really good commanders developing here. Holmes, even he's not too bad. Ramseur. Ramseur? Is that how you say it? I'm not sure. He's also looking good. Lawton. Stephen Lee, excellent. Richard Taylor's not bad either. Baton Rouge boys, how did they do? Suffered 331 casualties and inflicted 449. They did have a tough fight on that left flank, fighting off 2 brigades, but I'm really pleased with that. So again, like I say, if you've got a unit request, just let me know and I'll put them in. There was also a couple of questions on where units are. I'm going to have to see if I can find them because I can't actually remember. I've been away on holiday and things like that, so it's been a little bit disjointed. Also, just a quick heads up, there might be slightly fewer episodes than previously for the next week or two. I'm really busy at the moment. I've got lawyer stuff to do and things like that. We're selling our house and it's nothing very exciting. It's just tedious things, and obviously I've got work as well. But anyway, let's go through here and see if I can find these boys. Tennessee Hog Drivers under Hardy in Claiborne's division. Nice. Mixed muskets for those guys. Let's see if we've got anything better. We do have some Springfield rifles, so I'm going to hang fire on them for a moment because I've got some older brigades. Oh, here we are, the 1st Georgia Regulars. So there you go, mate. There they are, 1st Georgia Regulars in Breckinridge's division under Hardy. That's the 1st Corps of the Army of Tennessee. And you did also want these jackets changed. I can't remember what colour you wanted. It's been so long since I've seen that comment. Was it maybe a brighter green? I'm going to go ahead and give them a brighter green because I think you said they were too dark on the field or something like that. They're armed with Plains rifles. Plains rifles are decent, but I'm going to give these guys Springfield rifle muskets. So there you are. Springfield rifle muskets for Gordon. Who else have we got then? Anyone else's brigade in here? I've got the 213 Regulators here under Richard H. Anderson. They're in Forest Division in Johnston's Corps. Let's upgrade the Hog Drivers. You don't want mixed muskets for those guys. I'm going to give them the Plains rifles. The Plains rifles are cool, but I'll upgrade those once we get some more Springfields in as well. But Plains rifles for now, they're pretty cool. They look awesome. I like the uniforms. Who else have we got? Now, this is not a viewer's unit, but these guys are worth pointing out. The Texas Brigade under John Bell Hood in Pillow's Western Army. Historically, these guys fought in the Army of Virginia, in the Virginian armies even, not the Army of Virginia. They fought in the Eastern Theater, but I've got these guys in the West where there's a lot of fighting going on. I think Hood's a good commander for these boys. Looking awesome. Still a colonel, but we'll bump him up soon enough. 1st Texas Volunteer Infantry. Was this someone's unit? I'm not sure. Could have been. Cherokee Mounted Rifles under Stan Wady, Native Indians, Native Americans even. The Cajun Brigade under Franklin K. Gardner, another good commander. These boys look awesome in that uniform as well. I like it a lot. Franklin K. Gardner can get better, but you know he will get better. The Cajun Brigade's had a couple of good fights under them. Fighting at Springfield the last few times, three or four fights. Awesome. Fort Cobb Garrison. Let's rename these guys. They're from Texas. I've seen the 1st Texas Volunteer Infantry. Let's give these guys the 2nd Texas Volunteer Infantry. Better than being named after a Fort Garrison, isn't it? Graham's Legion. So these boys are also in Pillow's Corps under Polk. Springfield Muskets. Let's see. I've got something better for these guys. Yeah, Plains Rifles. There you go. The Ozark Mountain Daredevils Artillery Unit. 12-pound Iron Napoleons for now. We have a little short on weapons, so I've got nothing more fancy to give these guys. They're under Mansfield Lovell. Nice. Alright, so that's pretty much it, I think. Let's just we'll have a quick look at... another quick look at these boys. I think there's someone else in Jackson's force. Ah, yes. The 7th South Carolina Volunteers under Greer. Awesome. Mississippi Rifles for those boys. They've already seen action as well. And of course, remember, as always, this video is chaptered, so if you've been watching through this and wondering what the heck I'm doing here, I'm just going through some of these guys' units. Okay, that's about it for you viewer units. So, like I say, if you want one, let me know and I'll stick them in. Just bear in mind, I've got limited recruits at the moment. Very limited, in fact. Well, actually, no, because we just unlocked Militia Act 3. That's right. So we do have actually some of the guys available. So, you know, if you want someone, like I say, let me know and I'll put them in. We've got 42,000 volunteers available spread throughout some of these states. North Carolina, South Carolina, not enough for an infantry brigade. Tennessee, Texas, again, not enough for an infantry brigade. Virginia can have a small brigade. West Virginia, the support's pretty low. Virginian morale is also suffering a little, but let's just crack on with the game a little. I won't fight another battle here, but we're going to do a little bit more campaigning. Probably not much, since battles seem to happen every 5 minutes in this campaign. We've got a real face-off here in Missouri. We can't really advance. I don't really want to fall back because I don't want to give up this area, basically. And actually, what was I going to do? I was going to build a prison camp. I'm going to finally do that. Let's just have a quick look. So for prison camps, we're going to want labour, workforce. Okay, so we've got plenty of workforce, actually. Let's go ahead and build it. We'll build it here, just north of Griffin. I'm not sure what the capacity is now, but it doesn't say. But the tooltip did say it was going to be improved, so let's see what it is. It's going to cost us $4 million. But I think it's probably money well spent because all we're doing is releasing the prisoners, and we've been releasing quite a lot of prisoners. We've got the siege of Fort Monroe ongoing. Let's just slow this down a little bit. So the Army of the Potomac. Okay, so they've kind of blasted across here so quick. I mean, unreal how quick the AI moves sometimes. Because we've moved up and we've started causing him trouble in Pennsylvania. We're kind of on the verge of capturing Pittsburgh, which is obviously a huge problem. This is how he divided his army. He sent the Army of the Potomac racing across, while we took out the Army of Northeastern Virginia here and absolutely gave them a proper kicking just there. But we are starting to suffer a little with lack of troops. So what we will do, I doubt he'll get the orders in time, but I would like him to start pulling out of there. Yeah, he won't get the orders, I don't think. He might actually. He's connected to the telegraph, so let's see. Nope. So we want him to withdraw. I don't want to fight this with outnumbered by 10,000 and we're in enemy territory. However, we're retreating to the north, which makes no sense at all. We have no control over this army at all. And they're pulling to the north, which is like, just typical. And where are we going to run to? Canada? If that had been an AI army, he would have just teleported through our army and back towards safety. We've finished building a hospital out west. So if we do need to pull back into Arkansas, at least we can have our troops replenish. This is a real concern up here because I don't see how this is going to resolve itself. Okay, so the Union have passed the Colored Troops Act here. So they're going to recruit black guys to fight for them. It's going to improve their manpower. Increase their manpower hugely. This is not going to stop. They're just going to pursue these guys, God knows where, until there's nobody left in this army. Butler surrenders. Okay, so we have taken these guys. Ruggles becomes a national hero. We've taken Fort Monroe. Let's just pause this a moment. With that in mind, we're going to release the CSS Virginia and that little fleet, and we're going to see if we can't take on these boys. Let's see how this goes. This up here is just disappointing. Oh, no. No. Just no. No. Just no. Oh, for God's sake. This is... Why would I want them to go that way? You would... Oh. Whoa, what's going on here? Why is Cooper up in Maryland? What the hell's going on? I'm going to pause at a moment. I don't understand why he's gone that way. And what's happening with this naval engagement? We're having our arses kicked. That's what's going on. So our smaller ships they're getting battered, basically. The Virginia is on 72%, so hopefully they can still smash them. But I'm not holding my breath. But I honestly don't know what the hell is going on with Cooper and why he's gone up here into Maryland. Virginia's down to 51%. We've lost one ship sunk, one disabled. They've also lost one sunk, one disabled. And Garnett's engaged again. Just withdraw. I don't want you to even fight. Another great victory. Okay, so we were defeated. Where the hell are they going? Okay, well, that didn't go to plan. But they're not blockading at least. I would love it if they would just fall back somewhere. Just pull away from the enemy, for goodness sake. Oh, Shendora's coming across. I mean, this is just laughable as usual. It's annoying. 53% chance of victory with those guys there. Surely not. Army of Pennsylvania. Army of New Jersey. Army of Occupations. They've got armies everywhere. Right. Still haven't got propaganda available here. This is the next one I'm working towards. We've got 2,300 Hall rifles. We must have captured them on the battlefield. Excellent. Oh, so we've got another fight going on here. Patterson is Department of... Alright, okay, so I see. So he's coming engaged. Magruder, who has crossed over here. Okay, we'll do that in the next episode. It's been a bit of a strange one. I'm disappointed how things went up here with the Army of the Northwest kind of just pondering around. We've lost 2,000 men with these withdrawals, but we have drawn off a couple of their armies, so it's not all bad, and hopefully they can now extricate themselves and head back towards Grafton and Supply. We'll fight this battle. We're going to be outnumbered a bit to start with. We've only got 11 guns in there as well. He's only got 6. But the first corps going to arrive in 7 hours, so that's obviously the main force, 28,500 men, 61 guns, and Lee will be on his way as well. Hopefully we can give Patterson a pasting. I don't know what the hell is going on up here. I don't know why he went up there, but we'll see what happens with it. We'll see how that siege goes. I mean, it can't possibly go well. That's at 57% chance of victory, which is bizarre to me since there's an enemy army just arrived there, but we shall see. We did manage to knock this blockading fleet off the blockading status because we managed to inflict enough damage on them and lower their readiness, but our fleet has also been battered. So the next episode, we're going to fight here. We're going to be slightly outnumbered until our reinforcements arrive, although it does say it's 21-25. So really, we should be starting the next morning, which should mean that the first course on the field, but of course it won't be. Anyway, I'm going to save it here. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ra for now.